Big Book Breakdown. Big Book Breakdown. Forward to the 4th edition. Let's do this thing. Alcoholics Anonymous, forward to the 4th edition. Ready, set, go. This 4th edition of Alcoholics Anonymous came off the press in November 2001. Okay, so the last one was 76. I should have done this before I got on. 76, 4 years to make it 80, 21, 25 years. So 25 years since the last one. The last one was Brady Bunch era. Remember 1976? This 4th edition of Alcoholics Anonymous came off the press in November 2001, at the start of a new millennium. Since the 3rd edition was published in 1976, worldwide membership of AA has just about doubled to an estimated 2 million or more, with nearly 100,800 groups, meeting in approximately 150 countries around the world. Literature has played a major role in AA's growth, and a striking phenomenon of the past quarter century has been the explosion of translations of our basic literature into many languages and dialects. In country after country where the AA seed was planted, it has taken root. Slowly at first, then growing by leaps and bounds when literature has become available. Currently, Alcoholics Anonymous has been translated into 43 languages. As the message of recovery has reached larger numbers of people, it has also touched the lives of vastly greater variety of suffering alcoholics. When the phrase, "we are people who are normally not mixed," page 17 of this book, was written in 1939, it referred to a fellowship composed largely of men and of women with quite similar social, ethnic, and economic backgrounds. Like so much of AA's basic texts, those words have proved to be far more visionary than the founding members could have imagined. The stories added to this edition represent a membership whose characteristics of age, gender, race, and culture have widened and have deepened to encompass virtually everyone the first 100 members could have hoped to reach. While our literature has preserved the integrity of the AA message, sweeping changes in a society as a whole are reflected in the new customs and practices within the fellowship. Taking advantage of technical advances, for example, AA members with computers can participate in meetings online, sharing with fellow alcoholics across the country or around the world. In any meeting anywhere, AAs share experience, strength, and hope with each other in order to stay sober and help other alcoholics, modem to modem or face to face. AAs speak the language of the heart in all its power and simplicity. Well, I get shivers when I read that modem to modem, because they didn't know about the pandemic that was coming 20 years later, 23 years later, how we did all have to meet modem to modem, right? Face to face was not an option. We met modem to modem, and a lot of people got sober. So I love this. I love that this 4th edition is here. When they write the next one, it's going to be very interesting. A lot of things have changed in this world, but the book has not. So the next time we're going to start reading, we're going to start the doctor's opinion. This is so meaty. Why did I take you through the preface and the forewords? You're probably thinking, God, that was a snore. You know what? It's not a snore. It's very interesting. And for you to get sober and stay sober, you need to know about the book. You need to understand who wrote it, what was going on then. You need to understand the temperature of communities, society, what was happening in the world, so that you can have a better, first thing, some gratitude for this thing. I love that Bill wrote this, and when he wrote it, there was only 100 people, and yet he wrote it like this worldwide vision, right? He knew that this was going to go big. And so when he wrote that, about what they're saying was, he wrote that part on page 17 where he says we're like people on an ocean liner that do not mix, right? Or what's he say? Let me look. We are people who normally would not mix. Well, at the time he wrote it, they were pretty much the same type of people that would mix. So why did he put that in there? He knew. God orchestrated, right? Spiritual universe, whatever. This was supposed to be in the path of the world, was this. Why are we lucky enough? Why didn't this hit like in the 1800s, the 1700s? There was alcoholism all the way back there. People were dying of opiates, and opium. right? Remember the opiums, and there's addiction and alcoholism go all the way back. So why are we so lucky? We are lucky. We are lucky we have this answer in our lifetime and that we can share it. So I am so excited to do this big book breakdown with you. I love that name, Big Book Breakdown. I think I will call it the BBB, like AAA, you know? Have you ever heard of people thinking that they come to AA and they go, oh, you know, I'm so happy I joined AAA. They think it's AAA. Anyway, I'm sorry. I love you. Thanks for watching.